All right, so I'm interrupting another decode that was supposed to come before this. It's University of Arizona Wildcats basketball and their undefeated season. That's an Arizona decode playlist video because I had to just come and do this real quick because you see here Green Day to open 60th Super Bowl with anniversary ceremony celebrating generations of MVPs, right? Green Day, do you have the time to listen to me whine? Is that them? I don't even know. But look, Greenland is trending with Trump as well. Okay, look at right up at the top right there. Trump and Greenland. Okay, trending at the same time. And now you have Green Day. Come on. What are the odds of that? So, Green Day, Super Bowl, Greenland, and Trump, and it's right in front of our face right there. Two greens at the same time. I looked further into this Trump Greenland thing, and look at when I asked Google, look what popped up. It also says, oh, look right here. Look at this. Trump in green likely refers to two separate major issues: the political fallout with Congressman Marjorie Taylor Greene. Are you kidding me? And also Trump's controversial push to acquire Greenland. Come on, man. This is why we don't gamble or make predictions, because this stuff is all connected. So whatever's trending, you get all of these connections like that. Okay? And it makes you think that something's going to happen, but then everything's connected by the language. So you're just caught in this cycle. You know what I mean? Look at that, man. Greenland and Marjorie Taylor Greene connected with Trump there now, and Greenland and Green Day right there. You know what I mean? Come on, right? Now look what else I noticed. And there's Trump in Greenland right there. This is the album we know Green Day from, Dookie. This was a massive, extreme hit that made me aware of this band. It released February 1st. So not only, and that was 94, not only is that anniversary right around the corner, that's also Harry Styles' birthday, who's trending with his new album. Okay. Now that album isn't dropping till March 6th, but look at his birthday. It's that same 2-1 date trending at the same time. And the Seahawks are still in the playoffs. So I never made a prediction about the Bills and the Super Bowl. I just pointed out that it's possible, and all of this stuff is connected by the language. So green is trending now, and the Seahawks have that green uniform. They're still in the playoffs. Not a lot of teams remain. So is it possible that it will be the Seahawks? I mean, I would never think that, but I guess it doesn't matter what one thinks, right? So I think that's interesting just to point out in case that happens, because we get all of this green. Okay. Green. And like I said, this stuff's all trending at the same time and everything's connected. So, with some of the other teams that are still involved in the playoffs, there could be stories out there similar to this that would make a decoder think, oh, they're going to This is why we don't encourage anybody to gamble. I don't encourage anybody to gamble when they have this knowledge and they pick up on this fake world. If there's any decoders out there who encourage gambling and they also do this, what I'm showing you here, shame on them because they know better and they're probably a part of this system to deceive us, to be honest with you. And they're probably placed in front of us to find out who follows this, and then we all gather up and we're all lumped into some community. So shame on them. And they could never have a chat with me and make me look foolish at all, especially knowing what I know and exposing them. And if anybody who supported them were to listen to me, not only would I be a better decoder than those decoders, but it would open their eyes that those are just deceivers, right? So I'm just pointing this stuff out. And will it be the green team, the Seahawks? We'll see. I didn't dissect all the other teams, but I noticed that the Seahawks had green. Okay. Super Bowl equals 49, so does green, and NFL equals 49. Super Bowl has the S like Seattle Seahawks as well. This doesn't mean we've always had green teams win the Super Bowl. Or, we also have like the Green Bay Packers who are in the league. You may have other teams who wear green as well in the NFL. I'm just pointing it out, okay? You got the Eagles, obviously, that won last year. This is why I'm showing you this stuff is all like connected, right? You even get the Eagles and the Seahawks both with the green, but the Eagles are eliminated. But I'm just pointing this out. You see the code right here, and you see the 49. And if they did go on to win, we could look back and, we could look back and be like, oh, okay, right? That would be interesting. Now, let me just, before I move on, there's just a couple more slides. And again, I just had to sneak this one in. Here's the Seahawks right here. Let's see. Can we get more information here? First in the NFC West, they smoked the 49ers 41-6. And they also beat them a few weeks earlier. But now that's the divisional round. And I think they're waiting on their... Oh, they're playing the Rams. You see that right there? Now, normally, if I were to just try to guess, it's all like a guess nowadays, I would probably pick the Rams. But none of that means anything because I really thought the Bills finally would go to the Super Bowl. And this isn't based on fake sports and thinking it's real, just you would think the Bills would be due. But when it comes to gambling, you never know what's going to happen now. And as I said, all of this stuff is all connected. So arrows point all ways here to who could be the winner. The lead vocalist and main character of Green Day, his birthday, 9 days after the Super Bowl, Billy Joe Armstrong. This is the guy, he's the one that, the main guy of Green Day. The image that pops in your head when you think of the band. And now they're involved with the Super Bowl. That's also the Michael Jordan birthday, which we cannot escape. The Michael Jordan energy that is lingering. Okay? Will something besides the court case with NASCAR, will something happen with Michael Jordan? Huge. sometime in the near future. Okay? But Billy Joe Armstrong has the Michael Jordan birthday. Joe like Jordan, even. Bowl, Super Bowl, like Chicago Bulls, right? Think about the language. Michael Jordan put the Bulls on the map. Notice how this we're in the year 26. Remember, Jordan equals 26 and 62. His first game in the NBA was on the 26th day of October. Even Bryant equals 26. And remember, Kobe died on the 26th, and that death anniversary is coming up. Okay? But you can see here with the birthday, and you can see this script with this Green Day, Greenland. That's Taylor Green characters synced up with Trump. Even Google made me aware of that. I wasn't even sure. Man, that would be a nice place to live if you're just trying to like retire, maybe. Man, that looks awesome, doesn't it? But yeah, this green stuff. Okay, we got this green stuff, and there's probably more stuff. I see purple up there. You see that rare purple star, and then you would want to look to see if there's a team that wears purple. You see what I mean? This is what they do. Now, this is undeniable with this connection, and this is amazing, okay? So I didn't put no videos. I just wanted to show you that. And man, that could be a solid thumbnail right there, but it kind of gives away everything. Now, I just kind of like look down the article, and I skipped over. This will be the 60th anniversary of the Super Bowl. Green Day will kick off the big game with an opening ceremony at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. The league announced Sunday the performance will celebrate 6 decades of the championship's history, with the band helping usher generations of Super Bowl MVPs on the field. The trio, who performed in the East Bay subregion of the San Francisco Bay Area and are made up of Billy Joel Armstrong, Mike Dirnt, and Trey Cool, are expected to perform a selection of their best known anthems as part of the tribute. The ceremony airs live at 3 p.m. Pacific on NBC, Telemundo, Peacock, and Universo. Green Day, okay, so celebrating 60 years of Super Bowl history with Green Day as a hometown band, right? So that's interesting because we had Seattle just Seattle just beat the 49ers we just talked about. Okay? So who's hosting the Super Bowl? You see that right there. Levi's Stadium, Santa Clara, California, featuring events across the San Francisco Bay Area. You see that right there? Does the 49ers play in Levi's Stadium? You see
The 49ers lost 41-6.
You see how that works? Yes, the 49ers play their home games at Levi Stadium. You see how that works? And remember, Grateful Dead member just died, and how influential Grateful Dead, they got the GD like Green Day. And remember, they just had a band member die. It was Bob Weir. Okay? And that other lady in the band died in November. So you see how this is all fake, right? I'm not saying they didn't die, but look at how this is fake. This guy just died. Grateful Dead, GD like Green Day. You see that San Francisco connection? There was another San Francisco connection as well that was trending. I just can't think of it right now. So that's wild, isn't it? The opening ceremony will take place ahead of the pregame entertainment, in which Charlie Puth is to perform the national anthem. Brandy Carlisle will sing America the Beautiful, and Coco Jones will deliver Lift Every Voice and Sing. Isn't that wild? And you can see the comments here, all bot comments talking about Trump and everything, right? Falling for the script. Green Day. So that's wild. I mean, if the Seahawks did win, that would be unexpected. I don't even know anymore. What's this crap? Here's Green Day again right here. So there might be some more connections in there as well. Look at, they got this. Is this a song right here or an album? Look, it's got the 21. Is this a song? Because that 21 just hit. Look, they got a song called 21 Guns, Green Day, and look back over here. Remember, that's the Dookie release date right there and Harry Styles' birthday. See that? Green Day debut studio album. Or, well, they have this other album, but Dookie's the one. Was Dookie the greatest album for Green Day? By far, right? Yeah. They say it's subjective, but Dookie's the one that we know of. See that? And look at the album cover real quick and the art. And they mentioned a fall off with Trump and that Taylor Marjorie Green. Remember, J. Cole's got the Fall Off album. Okay? That's dropping 2 days before the Super Bowl. Is there, so is there something, is this referring to like a nuke? It looks maybe, I don't know, maybe like a bomb. Look at that blimp up there. You know what I just thought of? Will there be a terrorist attack at the Super Bowl? Look at the blimp up there. They always have the blimp. They always have the blimp at the NFL games. Look at, that's a blimp right there. And that looks like some kind of explosion. Richard, if you're out there, this could be huge, okay? This could be huge, Richard, if you're out there. And I'll be sure to save this and replay it. Look at the blimp. Is there palm trees in the background right there that makes you think of California? Okay, I'm going to look more at this cover art. Let me ask Google real quick. Explain the cover art to Dookie. A Where's Waldo style scene of Berkeley's Telegraph Avenue. Remember, they're out of that area, so. Being bombed by dogs and monkeys. Filled with pop culture and local East Bay references reflecting the album's punk attitude. Hidden characters like Black Sabbath's Album Woman, Angus Young. That's interesting, so let's keep our eyes out. Super Bowl blimp. Look at, and it's got the blimp on the album cover. That's freaking interesting, man. And what's this Black Sunday with the blimp? And it says Super Bowl. This is interesting. I don't want to go deep on this now, but I'll be sure to save this information. Wow. Green Day to open 60th Super Bowl with anniversary ceremony celebrating generations of MVPs. That's amazing. Richard, if you're out there, give me some feedback, man.